What up, Space Fam? Goes in here from Anime Upper, and after the latest crazy developments in the Dragon Ball Super story, it's high time we discuss Frieza, his new evolution, Black Frieza, and how he's way stronger than you think now. If you do enjoy Dragon Ball videos on this channel, I want to keep them coming, channel the same within, and smash that like button. Be a smashing Saiyan rather than a passing Yamcha. Make this the video you subscribe, and hit that notification bell to turn on all notifications, or you will miss future Dragon Ball videos and updates. And now, without further ado, let's jump into it. Spoilers and all. Emperor Frieza has been around for a long time. Originally, it was Goku's legendary Super Saiyan transformation that allowed him to stop the villain that nearly completely wiped out his race. And in Dragon Ball Z, that was more or less it. But Frieza's made one of the most shocking returns to relevancy in Dragon Ball Super. Not only did Frieza come back ready to challenge a Super Saiyan, he came back ready to battle with Super Saiyan gods. Frieza was so naturally strong that he never needed to train like Goku and Vegeta. However, he learned from past mistakes, and when he's brought back in Dragon Ball Super, he decides to train vigorously for 4 months. Keep in mind, the Z Fighters had like 14 years since Frieza's demise to train before he came back, and then Frieza just used 4 months before he confronted them. In fact, just trying made Frieza stronger than he ever predicted, to use his own words. In fact, Goku uses Super Saiyan Blue against Frieza, and Frieza is not intimidated when confronted with the power of a Super Saiyan God. Frieza goes on to show us his Golden Frieza form for the first time, and Golden Frieza does shockingly well against Super Saiyan Blue. Keep in mind, Goku trained long, went through Super Saiyan transformation after Super Saiyan transformation until he became a Super Saiyan God with red hair, and then beyond that he achieved Super Saiyan Blue. At one point, it may have been hard to believe that Frieza could ever even rival Super Saiyan 2 as one of the first villains in Dragon Ball Z to be defeated, but here in 4 months he gained the power to temporarily hold his own against Super Saiyan Blue. It's insane to think about. However, Frieza was premature. As Goku pointed out, his Golden Frieza form still had a big weakness. Even if Golden Frieza temporarily burned brighter, as Goku said, he also burned more power and stamina than Goku. Since he didn't take the time to regulate and master his new OP form, Super Saiyan Blue Goku was still greater, as was Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Frieza's trickiness aside, meaning his getting an unsuspecting Goku lasered and destroying the planet before Vegeta finished him off, it can't be said that he surpassed our main Saiyans, although he got insanely close for only 4 months of training. Even still, Frieza would have been the winning survivor if not for God intervention, aka if Whis didn't give Goku a temporal do-over, which Goku used to destroy Frieza before he destroyed the Earth. By the time the Universe Survival Saga comes along, Frieza has learned to maintain his Golden Frieza stamina thanks to mental concentration. Goku agrees that if Frieza helps them win the tournament, he'll fully revive Frieza. So once more, Frieza is being brought back into the story, making him probably the single most recurring villain in Dragon Ball. Even at this point, Frieza was considering manipulating the gods of multiple universes, showing that in his view, even the gods weren't destined to be above him. At one point, Frieza and Goku punch each other and knock each other out, leading Beerus to declare that they are evenly matched right now. This doesn't last long though, as Goku unlocks Ultra Instinct during the tournament against Jiren. However, Golden Frieza does play a key role in helping Goku to eliminate Jiren from the tournament. In fact, Android 17, the last man standing, cites his and Frieza's plan as the reason Universe 7 won. And Frieza gets what he wants. He gets fully revived. Frieza insists he won't change his evil ways, while Goku is not worried, thinking he'll be able to deal with Frieza if he tries anything. And oh boy, that statement did not age well. And that brings us to the latest Dragon Ball Super arc, the Granola arc, with its insane Frieza-focused twist. Frieza was a background character from the beginning of this arc, in the sense that the arc dealt with Saiyan history and the Heaters who worked with Frieza, but planned to ultimately overthrow him. And they were going to do that by having the Dragon Ball Wish Enhanced Gas take care of Goku and Vegeta and then Frieza. Now the funny thing for us was that we knew this was a funny idea because we knew that Ultra Instinct Goku and then Ultra Ego Vegeta were out of Golden Frieza's league. So this was the actual important battle for gas, not the one against Frieza. However, the joke was on us, as Frieza does ultimately end up being the stronger final boss force as Elec thought he would be. Now with the latest chapter, yes, we see the Wish's effect taking its toll on gas, and he looks horrible like a zombie. But, and this is important, it's not negatively impacting his strength as far as anyone can tell. He's still taking on a true Ultra Instinct Goku and an Ultra Ego Vegeta at the same time, and he still appears to have the upper hand. And that's when Frieza shows up, and I must say that panel where he drops in is so epic and hype. No doubt, the anime version of this will also be amazing. Then Gas, the guy who has been overpowering Goku and Vegeta for multiple chapters, says he's going to kill Frieza, a dude who's, as far as we know, supposed to be weaker than our two Saiyans. But not anymore. For the first time since Goku turned Super Saiyan, Frieza is undeniably significantly stronger than Goku and also stronger than Vegeta, despite his brand new epic form that he got this arc. Frieza one-shots a pumped up Gas and ends him with that one shot. He doesn't even stay in his Black Frieza form, but we see him temporarily activated when he quickly dispatches Gas. Vegeta and Goku are shocked for their part, saying in disbelief that Gas was just finished in one blow and that there's no way that could happen. Frieza continues to flex, not just power-wise but intelligence-wise, by explaining to Elec that he knew what he was up to and he let him live on purpose while exploiting Elec for his army's benefit. So all this time, while Elec thought he was outsmarting Frieza, Frieza was actually outsmarting him. And since intelligence and strategizing is all Elec has, that must sting a lot. He then points out that he knows everything, including that Elec is the weakest heater, and finishes him off with one energy blast. Not impressive from a power perspective compared to taking out Gas, but still the takeaway is that Frieza outmuscled Gas, the strongest fighter in the universe, and outsmarted Elec, and that's hyping up our favorite Dragon Ball villain in a big way. Vegeta goes on to say that Gas had become the strongest warrior in the universe. By all rights, he should have been stronger than Frieza. And then Frieza responds with something I like a lot. It's a great twist. He says, "In this universe, you mean?" Ah, of course. I've been spending some time in another dimension, you see. So perhaps I wasn't being counted as part of this universe, end quote. He goes on to explain that he was in a sort of room of spirit and time, aka a hyperbolic time chamber. One of his conquered worlds had one, and he explains, get this, that he squeezed 10 years worth of training there. That is mind-boggling when you consider that he unlocked Golden Frieza in just 4 months of training, practically bridging the gap between Super Saiyan all the way to Super Saiyan Blue. If we consider that there's 12 months in a year, then he trained for 120 months, or 30 times more than he did when he unlocked Golden Frieza and jumped so far in terms of power that he became relevant again in the story after being defeated so long ago by a Super Saiyan. He then shows the form in all its glory to our two main characters and says, "Meet Black Frieza." Goku and Vegeta power up only to get quickly one-shotted themselves before they could dodge or block. However, Frieza purposely doesn't finish them off. As the two revert to their base form, screaming in pain, he states in black and white that while the two of them were having fun on this planet, he managed to surpass them. And he did so in a way that he hasn't done since Goku defeated him as a Super Saiyan. One of the things this arc was arguably missing was an epic villain, and it seems that Elec and Gas were sacrificed to hype up the fan favorite Frieza more than he's arguably ever been hyped up. And I'm down with that. Yeah, it gives the arc a sense of incompleteness when Frieza just swooped down and one-shotted the enemies and our guys as well, but it also really hypes up the next arc, which is sure to be an amazing one if Black Frieza is going to be the focus in one way or another. Frieza is so confident now that even though he has the Saiyans at his mercy, he pulls a Goku and lets them live, saying he came in pursuit of a different target today. It's pretty great to see Frieza this confident again. Then he recruits the other two heaters and leaves the planet just like that. In the end, Whis appears, and when asked if Frieza was the strongest warrior in the universe that the Oracle Fish mentioned, Whis says perhaps, or maybe the strongest warrior emerged elsewhere, which is a hype statement any way you look at it. He's not saying it's not Frieza, but also raising the possibility of someone else even stronger. And what I love about this ending is that a lot of people didn't like the idea of people wishing they were the strongest and avoiding the training, so it's actually refreshing to have a character come here after 10 years of vigorous training and beat the guy that became the strongest because of an unfair wish. It makes things right again in the Dragon Ball world in that sense. Meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta are excited to get back to training since they clearly have to get a lot stronger now if they hope to stand a chance against the new Frieza and anyone stronger than him, and new forms are definitely not out of the question here, even though some people may feel a bit fed up with the new form after new form formula. But the fact remains, we all get hyped when things like new forms happen, and the buzz around Black Frieza right now is just another example of that. So how strong exactly is Black Frieza? Well, we clearly haven't seen everything he's got. We know he effortlessly one-shotted Gas, the main strong antagonist of this arc, and then one-shotted Goku and Vegeta's new forms. He didn't even break a sweat while consecutively defeating these three ridiculously strong fighters. Keep in mind, this was a Goku stronger than the one who faced Jiren, and a new form Vegeta, and a guy who was stronger than both of them. and it's arguable that now Frieza could even be stronger than Beerus, a god of destruction. We know that Jiren's strength surpassed that of a god of destruction, and keeping in mind how easily Black Frieza dealt with Goku, who was stronger than he was when he did pretty well against Jiren, it's not hard to believe that Frieza could surpass even Beerus now, since mortals clearly can surpass gods of destruction. And think about it, he was foiled by god intervention in the past, so wouldn't it make sense that he'd train until he wouldn't have to worry about that, and wouldn't that explain why he's so confident right now? Plus, wouldn't that finally raise the stakes in Dragon Ball Super, something that's been kind of missing since god intervention became a thing? So for all these reasons, I think that yes, Frieza could very well be stronger than god of destruction Beerus now, and Goku and Vegeta will need a massive upgrade to defeat him, an upgrade that's practically unimaginable at this point. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and want to keep the Dragon Ball Super videos coming. Always be a smashing Saiyan rather than a passing Yamcha. Make this the video you subscribe and hit that notification bell to turn on all notifications, or you will miss future Dragon Ball videos and updates. Let me know how you feel about the end of this arc, Frieza's new form, and how Goku and Vegeta may be able to compete in the future. Do you also think that Frieza could have already surpassed Beerus? I gotta say, I'm hyped to have this amazing villain back in full glory, and I think it will make for one of the best Dragon Ball Super arcs, if not the best, because as I mentioned, Golden Frieza was a different story, since really, both Goku and Vegeta could beat him because of the form's drawbacks at the time. But now I have no idea how they can bridge this gap, and I love it. We have that to look forward to together as the Dragon Ball Super story progresses. But that's it for now. Until next time, see you, Space Cowboys.